Michael, I understand that, of course, closed captioning now has come to the foray, and it's really, really important now that we start seeing closed captioning on IFE. Can you tell us a little bit about why now?
The technology is coming into a certain level of maturity that would not support closed captioning on closed systems like IFE in the past. We still have a large amount of our deliveries in in-flight entertainment that are from sort of a generation ago kind of encoding that there's still a solution for, but not the friendliest solution. We're migrating into a kind of encoding that is friendlier to the use of closed captions.
Would you say that there's more pressure now than ever before to make this happen?
Probably so, because there has been legislation in the U.S. That has mandated closed captions on the internet, has mandated closed captions on IPTV kind of distribution. So you do have a proliferation of captioning in the U.S. It's available on television. It's available on the internet. Your portable devices are now being manufactured to support it. So it's something that's coming into its maturity right now.
It looks like wireless IFE providers are probably going to be the first up with closed captioning, in part because there's already a rule out there suggesting that they would fit into this rule. Can you explain that?
There's still a legal decision to be made as to whether or not the 21st Century Communications and Video Accessibility Act covers private networks like in-flight entertainment or whether it's only for public networks. But CVAA does mandate the use of closed captions on IPTV networks. So if CVAA were to cover in-flight entertainment, then those in-flight entertainment systems that are based in ITV, like with some of the connectivity people, then yes, they would be the first. They would be the first to go, and I think we're already going to be seeing that in the near future.
And there's some industry stakeholders that are kind of concerned about cost and issues such as supporting various different languages, etc. Somebody just mentioned, why not just provide iPads that have appropriate content to those that are deaf and hard of hearing in flight rather than have to change the entire system? Is that a viable solution?
That is a viable solution in many cases. There are apps available. Particularly for iOS devices, but there are apps available that would allow you to stream closed caption files from a file server to your tablet or to an iPhone or something of that nature. And basically what the app does is the app syncs the closed caption to the video image. So if you're dealing with a digital video image that's coming on one source, you can stream the captions via another source, and as long as you have an app or a player that will sync them together, then that works. That's even being used in some places, such as Spain, for theatrical distribution. You will have a file server in a Spanish theater that will send closed captions to iPads and other kinds of tablets, and it'll be synced to the digital cinema image that you're seeing on the screen.
And finally, how is the Airline Passenger Experience Association working to essentially help spearhead this change, and what are they doing with the DOT?
We've worked with the DOT since 2006, when they first issued a notice of proposed rulemaking that would have mandated closed captions on IFE systems. Unfortunately, the state of the art at that time, the technology was not there, and it would have been an enormous economic problem for airlines to convert those systems. We have come a long way in technology, and while we still have some of those systems in place, there are a number of newer systems, and we have managed to find some other technological solutions that make this easier to do today than before. So what we want to do as an association is be involved in the process. We determine the best technologies to get closed captions on board aircraft. So we as an association, we as a technology group know how to do that. And so what we want to do is share our knowledge with the Department of Transportation so that we can provide them with the simplest path to getting to where they want to be. It works best for us because if we are at the table and we help to define that path, it works better for us and for our membership. But it also works better for the passenger and the DOT because they're getting good expert advice from people who know the field.
Fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome.